Hello everyone, it's time for another scintillating blitz game from Aravindh Chithambaram. This time he's taking on Radoslaw Wojtaszek. The game starts off with the Reti system, with Radoslaw playing his knight f3 and bishop g2, but is quickly transposed into d4, d5 like the main line. But instead of going c4, he plays c3. a5 played here by black. Pawn to a4 by white, trying to get some space on the queen side. 100% symmetry at the board, and Aravind continues. He is kind of asking Radoslaw, I'm happy to play the same moves. Queen c1. Will Aravind go queen c8 and try to exchange the bishops? No, he goes with his knight to d7, and perhaps the game will get its own flavor now with bishop h6 trying to trade the bishops on g7. Rook e8 played. Aravind is angling for the e5 break here. Bishop takes on g7, king takes on g7, and now Wojtaszek thinking a bit deeply here. What can be the plans? He goes knight d2, but this kind of allows e5 break, and Aravind goes for it. Pushes his pawn to e5, pawn takes pawn, knight takes on e5. Black's position super comfortable here with the rook on the open file. Also the queen well placed. Maybe he goes knight d4, attacking the bishop on f5. Maybe bg4. He goes back bd7 and pawn to c4 by Wojtaszek. Now the question is, can we go c5 and d4 in the position? Maybe if d takes c4, there is knight takes c4 and the knight is looking here, so maybe taking the pawn is not a good idea. It's a good move by Wojtaszek, who is fighting back for space. c5 played here. The knight is going to jump into b5. c5 played, and where does the knight go? He jumps in, knight to b5, and if the pawn pushes forward to d4, I'm a bit worried about the b7 pawn hanging. So this is a very kind of daring move by Aravind to play c5. He plays d4. He gives this up. If bishop b7, rook b8, he's happy with it. Chops off the pawn, rook b8. This is pure Aravind magic for you. You know, like, he is not afraid to give up material. He is very, very creative and intuitive. In that sense, someone could kind of feel that Aravind plays similar to Arjun, but they both are different. Like, Arjun's moves are very, very kind of accurate, backed by engines and so on, while Aravind is more human-like in that sense. Queen d7. He's with the idea of bishop h3. Knight goes to f3, offering a trade of knights. And you can see already black is doing quite well. It's difficult to understand all the depth of this position, but maybe bishop h3 is the best move in this position. Bishop h3, if knight takes knight, rook takes, and you attack the e2 pawn. The e2 pawn is backward. The d4 pawn will become extremely strong if that happens. Bishop e4 played. Now, bit a curious move, because after takes, you have f3, bishop f5, g4, bishop e6, and all of a sudden white is the one who's on the offensive. So if Wojtaszek finds this sequence with f3, g4, it could be something here. Aravind has 1 minute 26 seconds. Wojtaszek 1 minute 36. He goes rook to d1, putting the rook opposite the queen. Knight takes f3, and now taking with the bishop may not be the best idea. Pawn takes somehow feels right, because then you push the bishop back, and here there is a very interesting move, rook e3, because this pawn is pinned. But instead Wojtaszek goes bishop takes, and this allows bishop takes. Rook takes or pawn takes is the question. Do you take with the rook? Do you take with the pawn? Both are possible. I think pawn takes much better, but he takes with the rook, giving up the e2 pawn. Oh my god, Wojtaszek just blundered that. Or did he have something on his mind with queen f4, perhaps attacking here and here? That was his plan. Queen f4, but there's rook b6 there. And also, if you played rook takes f6, king f6, queen f4, there is queen f5 attacking here. That's so painful. Queen g5 met with queen e7. So Aravidh super accurate there. And now king comes up to g2. And do you see the speed with which Aravidh played that? That was just incredible. So quick. Now maybe rook b6 to rook e6, getting the rook into the game. Wojtaszek has 58 seconds. Aravidh has 51. Aravidh started off with a win against Fedosiev, then 2 draws. Now looking for another win here. Rook b6 finds it. Queen f4 played. Maybe somewhere he wants to get knight c7, knight d5, I don't know. Queen d2. Black now has regained the material balance and is completely dominant. But a5 pawn has been given up. I don't know if Aravidh did that on purpose, but I think it makes a lot of sense. He puts the queen in a slightly awkward position, gets in with the rook, knight jumps to c7, and rook e5 played. Queen to b6, keeping an eye here. Knight to g4, getting another piece into the attack. And if knight to d5 now, then you can chop and play queen to e4, or even knight e3 check, winning the rook. That's very strong. So knight d5, he takes, he does play it. And now Aravidh has this very nice move, knight e3. But there's also this queen e4, which is very strong. Wow, finds it. Insane move. And the threat is rook f2 check. And if you try to defend it this way, I have knight e3 winning the rook. What an incredible move, queen e4. Well, magical play here by Aravindh Chithambaram, I must say. He's such a joy to watch when he's on fire, because he's able to create combinations which are very, very beautiful. And well, Wojtaszek down to last 16 seconds, plays rook to d3. But now rook takes f2 is just game over. He chops it off and resigns with a smile. What a game by Aravindh Chithambaram here. Moves on to 3 out of 4 at the Biel Blitz in Switzerland. Amazing play by the youngster. And guys, if you enjoyed watching this video, check out the video that comes up next. Biel would love to have their broadcast continuing for 2026, and you can help to make that happen.
Greetings, chess fans. We are the official commentators of Biel Chess Festival. My name is Artur Neiksans. I'm a chess grandmaster. This is Angelika Volkova, my co-host already for 4 years of the festival. And we have for you a very important message.
Yeah, we're here in Biel, but the question is if we're going to come next year, and it could depend on you, dear viewers.
The goal is to achieve €10,000 donation from our Tippy campaign. You probably have seen, what is this Tippy button right there on the streams? This is our donation campaign. So if you are enjoying our coverage, if you like us as your host, and most importantly, you would like to see us coming back next year, we would really, really appreciate that you would donate something for the campaign.
And we're going to reach the goal. You will have this opportunity of having free entrance to all the tournaments at the Biel Chess Festival and also hotel accommodation. I hope we're going to get some donation, because I'm really looking forward for the next edition, and I would like to be here commentating with you.
So do I. Being here for 4 years in a row, we make a really great team, so please make it happen.